in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Started the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A handoff running left is Mostert. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Here we go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
Quick throw, and that's Eskridge on the slant.
Touchdown!
Dwayne Eskridge.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep. And
looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they got him.
Touchdown, Seahawks!
Gerald Everett, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that. I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
Dancing to his left.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Kind of a quirk in the schedule. These 2 division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
That's taken in by Eskridge, complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of played.
1st down, San Francisco.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They'll run the draw with Mostert.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it here with Pirine.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he'll He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 22, Wilson working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Wilson. Touchdown! It's complete. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play action. Here's Hurts. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 22, Wilson.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
It's a big play there for Seattle. They go play action with Wilson.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
DK Metcalf
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Looking deep here for Ebron. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hurts.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Rolling to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that...
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Seahawks 35.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Just a yard to go here on second down.
Wilson leaves it for Petty. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Pirine. A little juke. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
So now they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Penny is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Colby Parkinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
But 1st down, Hurts.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
Looking for Campbell downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Buying time to his left. He'll have it.
Hurts fumbles it.
And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Mostert.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. That would give to the big fullback use check. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll drop it off to Pirine, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Rush in! Rush in! Rush in!
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Seahawks 41, 49ers 21.
Now a carry for Pirine. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
They'll run again with Pirine. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
52 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on third down, Wilson.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame him?
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Dwayne Eskridge,
his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year.
And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Hurts throw here, hauled in by Cup.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Fights off the defender. And he'll go down at the 28. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Eluding the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Wilson to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Pirine. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Osborne. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the 49ers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks,
they'll finish a game below 500 at 8-9 on the year.
And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the 49ers,
this loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side of 500 at 8-9.
And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end.